43-year-old veteran will start serving in the near court.
15 love.
And that's one of Bopanna's biggest strengths is his serve. We're really going to see that on display here.
Earlier today on this court, we saw two lefty-righty combos, both of whom put the forehands in the middle. Obviously, you can't have that when you have two lefties on the court, but it is interesting to see Taylor Townsend playing the ad side. I'm sure they're both playing wherever they feel most comfortable at this point, because it is no ad scoring. Sort of takes away the idea of sort of like the ad court, all the big points being played in the ad court when you have that deciding point, and you know it's man serving to man, woman serving to woman, right?
Right, and you have Taylor, who's such an experienced doubles player, so I think they would have really, Ben and Taylor would have discussed it, and they had options because they both play so well. No doubt.
And by the way, Taylor's also playing in a lefty-lefty doubles combination in the women's double with Leylah Fernandez. There's another look at Brian Shelton, Ben's dad. And mom next to him, Lisa, on his left.
They'd be pretty excited after this morning.
Ben's older sister's been in town too, watching. There she is, kind of in the bottom of the screen there in the blue shirt. Magnificent from Taylor Townsend. And good hands from Ben Shelton.
Absolutely. Really interesting that Taylor is starting to serve. Normally in mixed doubles you see the guys start to serve first, but this is the sort of confidence that they have in Taylor. And, I mean, that's just an absolutely incredible shot.
Yeah, like how, literally, I would love to go back. How many times in mixed doubles at this U.S. Open has the woman started serving?
It'd be interesting to find out. I would say not many.
I would say this could be the first.
30 love.
And you know what? Taylor Townsend, anytime you watch her on a doubles court, she's usually the best player on the court, so it kind of doesn't surprise me in that sense. She's so good at this. That wasn't an out call. That was Bopanna saying go. Sutjiadi tried.
At 43 years old, he's like, Sutjiadi, you go get that.
That's right. His leg said no. His mouth said go. To start this match.
One game all.
It's 1-all.
Sutjiadi at the center.
Interesting now that with Taylor Townsend already holding, huge pressure right off the bat here on Sutjiadi to hold this serve, knowing that Ben Shelton's coming up next.
I wonder if that was a tactic, if that was something they were going for, maybe to put a little bit more pressure on Sutjiadi's serve.
I was actually wondering earlier today if Ben Shelton had won his round of 16 match. Oh, he did. Had won his round of 16 match. against Tommy Paul if he would actually stay in the mixed doubles.
Right.
Or just try to concentrate on the singles. Good to see him out here.
I was also thinking possibly he didn't serve first to kind of save his shoulder. Maybe that's another factor. We don't know.
It is one less go-round.
Exactly.
And instant pressure here at 30 all. Terrific hands from Bopanna just to stay in the court because that was a laser from Ben Shelton. But it's 2 break point chances now for the team of Townsend and Shelton. If they can't convert here, they'll actually re-rack it and play it from the same side on the deciding point. But first things first, it's 30-40.
She came up with a great serve there to save break point. So as you mentioned, she's going to serve again to Townsend. Interesting, she chose to mix it up there and go to the opposite side.
And Townsend gets it into the right hip with Bopanna. Perfect placement on the return as Bopanna tried to move. And the team of Townsend and Shelton draw first blood and lead 2-1 on Grandstand. One of, if not the biggest serve in men's tennis, stepping to the line at 2-1, up a break. It goes a little off speed, and you had said, Christina, you think that Ben might actually try to save the arm a little bit right now in mixed. You don't need to go for the big bangers.
Right, that's just my feeling right now, so it'd be interesting to see what clocks in at. Yeah, that one was 98 miles an hour, so he's definitely taking a bit off of what he can produce on that serve.
Oh, yeah. 98. He wakes up at 98. It's like warm-up serve. Go try that at home.
It's got so much spin on it, though, that even though it's coming in at 91, really can still do some damage.
By the way, Taylor Townsend getting back nicely and smoothly for that overhead. Anything behind the service line can be a little difficult, but she made it look easy.
And Shelton.
3-1. Off to a flying start, the American tandem of Townsend and Shelton. And make sure you download the US Open app to follow your favorite players, track the latest scores, stats, match highlights, player news, and more. It's available in the App Store and the Google Play Store. As Shelton just cracked that backhand return down the line.
Number 15. That's it.
Bopanna did a good job there of getting that kick serve to really bounce up on Taylor.
Sutjiadi moving back for the overhead.
30-15.
Bopanna's going to be a tough nut to crack.
Shows how much respect they have for his serve. They both decided to stay back.
Strong serving from the 43-year-old, but Townsend and Shelton still with the advantage, up 3-2 in the first, with Taylor Townsend to serve after they change ends. There's a look at the American duo of Taylor Townsend. Lefty-lefty combination with Ben Shelton. And Townsend served first for this team and serves again now, up 3-2.
Seems like Ben had committed to going. It was a play they had talked about beforehand. Just reached a little bit too much for that Bopanna return.
Taylor just bailed Ben out. He owes her one, and he just said it to her. Something along those lines, right?
They're going to start having to aim for Ben more at the net than Taylor.
Well, that was a terrible drop volley attempt, and Taylor's like, I got you, because I got the best hands in the game right here.
He said, let me take over, I got it.
Yeah. Totally, he was like, I'm so sorry. Hey, look, the #1 seed in the mixed doubles is Jesse Pegula and Austin Krajicek. Austin Krajicek's actually #1 in the world in the live rankings for doubles. Officially #3 this week, but he's #1 in the live rankings. In the decisive break of the third set in that match, it was Jesse Pegula who took over. In fact, Krajicek missed 3 returns. Jesse won 4 points on her side of the court.
So nice to see so many players that are still in singles playing doubles and playing mixed doubles, as you mentioned, in Jesse Pegula, Ben Shelton, Taylor still in regular dubs as well.
So far, it's been a really good player for American players, period, men and women. In fact, the men are starting to catch up to the American women, which has been kind of a lopsided race in recent years.
It's been incredible to see how well all the Americans are doing at this tournament, really pushing each other.
Taylor lost in the third round in singles to Karolina Muchova in one of the more entertaining 2-set matches that we've seen so far in this tournament. And now we've got ourselves a deciding point again. So Taylor Townsend's going to get a chance to give it another go from that ad court. Taylor Townsend serving to Aldila Sutjiadi. That's a big first serve into the body by Taylor Townsend, and an even bigger hold for 4-2.
Townsend Shelton lead 4 games to 2. First set.
Did you play much mixed?
I did. Whenever I got the opportunity, I was always try and play. It was so much fun.
A vendetta against that tennis ball, apparently.
Sutjiadi was able to get that first one back was incredible.
The fact that Bopanna stood there almost nonchalantly and blocked another one back, he was like, I don't know.
He got lucky that the first one hit the net.
Yeah. Oh, my God.
So much fun to see how these two are having so much fun out there using the crowd. They look really free. They're It's just really having some fun out there.
It's fun for everyone except the two players on the other side of the court, I think. Although in a way they're getting a front row seat to some spectacular and special tennis. I'll tell you something, that wasn't a particularly easy put away from Bopanna. There was just no pace to work with, and he was on his backhand side. To be able to do that is actually pretty impressive. Better watch out, Ben. You don't want to twist an ankle doing that. Hey, you don't mess with Taylor Townsend, by the way. You go a little early like that, Taylor's going to see it.
Sutjiadi, that was an incredible return from Taylor. I mean, she went wide on the previous point. Taylor hits a forehand winner. She goes to the backhand, but she hits a backhand winner.
Break chances now to go up 5-2.
There it is. Townsend, Shelton.
Townsend sprint to the chair.
Townsend, Shelton,
and now Ben just left her hanging. He figured it out.
Set.
It's 5-2 to Townsend and Shelton. With a holiday Monday coming our way tomorrow's Labor Day in the United States, and well, Taylor Townsend and Ben Shelton haven't had to labor all that much in this match on grandstand. Ben Shelton now serving for the first set at 5-2.
All.
Little 108 kicker out wide. No big deal. Bounced up around Bopanna's head.
That was a great return there from Sutjiadi. Truly kept her racket through that return.
Sutjiadi's actually had more luck returning, I think, the Shelton serve than Bopanna so far.
Similarly to Shelton, Sutjiadi actually played college tennis as well.
How about some break point chances now to at least get one of these breaks back?
This would be huge for them to get themselves within just one break.
Let's go, Tay. Still break point, by the way.
I just love to see how much fun they're having, Taylor and Ben. They're really vibing off of each other, feeling the crowd.
Taylor's apparent nonchalance at knocking that was hit with tremendous pace to her high backhand. And she just turned the face of the racket a little bit and it just angled it off. Deciding to speed. 121. The first set goes to Townsend and Shelton on grandstand.
15.
similarly to the first set, we have Bopanna serving to start off this second set.
Bopanna held to open the match. To start, Shelton and Townsend won the next 3 games after that.
39.
His service motion just looks so fluid, so effortless for Bopanna.
And just like the first game, Bopanna holds comfortably. First game in the second set. And we'll see after they changed ends if it'll be Taylor Townsend serving again. I would suspect it would be.
I would suspect they wouldn't change a thing. That went perfectly to plan in the first set.
We talked about how well the Americans have been doing. Ben Shelton was asked on Sky Sports earlier today about the dynamic between him and the other players, and he said that between Francis, Tommy Paul, and Chris Eubanks in particular, they're like a lot of big brothers on tour for him. He is the young one at 20 years of age. The other thing that gets me, too, about Ben Shelton is it's just hard to believe that he never left the country and used his passport until they went to Australia this year.
And then goes on to make quarterfinals.
Yeah. He acclimates quickly. Taylor Townsend is like, she's like a fish in water on the doubles court. She's just the most comfortable of doubles players.
She's so confident. She's played so much doubles throughout her career, and I think in her comeback from having a child, I think the doubles wins has really helped her singles as well.
When Taylor said the other day that my doubles has gotten better faster than my singles, but she then added, but it won't stay that way. But she wants to prove something in singles. Taylor Townsend came into this event ranked 132, but getting to the third round will push her a little bit higher, too.
She's really come back with a renewed confidence, and it seems like just so much passion for the sport again.
Game, Townsend, Shelton.
A little lapse from Shelton and Townsend. There was either some miscommunication or maybe a little misjudgment in the middle of that point. Taylor seemed to like just plant her feet and stop for a second.
Looked like Taylor thought Ben might take over, but he's perfectly happy to have Taylor be the one to take the shots down the middle.
You can actually see who's probably played more doubles between the two of them.
Although in college, Ben would have played a lot of doubles.
He would have for sure, and successfully.
But not a lot of mixed doubles, obviously.
Sure. Sutjiadi, she's trying to now get a hold. She doesn't have much luck on her serve, and Rohan Bopanna has been trying his best to sort of cut balls off. It's a good start for them here. Just missed wide.
You feel like this is a really big game for Sutjiadi and Bopanna. If they want to have a chance in the second set, they really need to try and hold serve here.
14 love.
They're getting some help with a couple unforced errors here from Townsend and Shelton on returns.
So Sutjiadi holds at love. We remain on the serve in the second. Townsend and Shelton took the first on grandstand. Oh man, that is, they call it golden hour for a reason. That is a great shot at Midtown Manhattan. And Ben Shelton with one of the biggest shots in tennis. That left-handed serve of his, which he's only really sort of busted out one big serve in this match so far.
Right, we saw one around 130 something. And that last one was 109.
Yeah, the big one was when he was down a break point. Sutjiadi and Bopanna ended up on the same side of the court. That's not going to get it done. Ben Shelton had the entire half of the court to work with.
Sutjiadi's been pretty impressive with her ability to get back Ben's serve a couple times now.
Bopanna didn't do nearly as much as he would have liked to have done with that. I'm actually not exactly sure what he could have done with that, except a little angle drop volley.
It would almost look like Ben Shelton was about to fall there as he was recovering.
Out wide. A little wry smile from Ben Shelton. It's 2-all in set number 2. And remember that you can stay connected to the U.S. Open on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. YouTube as well. Join the conversation. All you need is the hashtag US Open. So we re-rack and go back to the top of the batting order. Rohan Bopanna serving at 2-all.
This is a game that they've really been able to win quite easily, Sutjiadi and Bopanna.
Rohan Bopanna, it's like he just takes his time. There's nothing rushed. Oh, it's great hands from Sutjiadi just to stay in the point.
Absolutely. She really has great hands up there at the net. She's pretty fearless as well.
30.
It's been one of the constant refrains this year at the U.S. Open. Very, very sensitive net cord sensors. Nothing much any of us can do about it. Chair umpire has to call a let if it shows up. So Bopanna holds. We're on serve in the second set. Townsend and Shelton took the first 6-2 here on Grandstand. 2-3 on serve in the second set. No breaks just yet.
Taylor really staying toe-to-toe there with Bopanna. She feels very comfortable from the baseline if she needs to get into a rally with either opponent.
Yeah, this is a little like bizarro mixed doubles because the play is actually to hit it at the guy, to hit it at Ben Shelton. He seems the less confident of the two within the rallies.
I'd agree with that. Taylor does have really good hands and a really good court sense up there at net.
Just don't throw up a weak lob. It even hurts to catch it in the stands. It's because that overhead was like 200 miles an hour. I love that Ben Shelton was chosen by On to be the first male player to represent the running brand that Roger Federer has so much to do. Iga Swiatek's wearing the On stuff. I'd really like to see Taylor Townsend get a clothing sponsor because she's earned it.
Absolutely.
You're all right, kid. Hands are still there, so it's good.
Sutjiadi seems to have settled a bit more on her serve. She's serving a lot better in the second set so far. And that's going to be the key service game, is her service game for them.
No doubt about that. Those are the service games they lost in the first set and ultimately lost 6-2. The difference, too, is that Taylor and Ben are missing some more returns.
Exactly. They couldn't miss a return in the first set. It was winner after winner.
Townsend went to cut that across, but was in a weird spot. The line was wide open for Sutjiadi, pardon me. Sutjiadi holds 4-3. On serve, getting deeper into the second set here on Grandstand. 3-4.
Love 15.
Sutjiadi actually has been returning the Shelton serve fairly well, but she hadn't really seen 123 into the body yet. And they went straight I formation there with Taylor Townsend calling the shots.
He possesses so much variety on that first serve. So many different options and spins he can use.
And that's the classic lefty swinger out wide to the righty backhand.
40-15.
And Taylor Townsend, calm as you like, moving back for another overhead that she puts away. And back to the I formation. You see Taylor Townsend getting low. You best get down. You want any part of that, Ben Shelton. Heat. Oh. 139, but just a bit outside. Taylor's laughing at it about how badly he missed that first serve.
Yeah,
114 on the second offering, not too bad.
They're still laughing about it.
He's missed a couple really badly. But he reins it in.
He has such confidence in his second serve that allows him to be able to take so much risk on the first serve.
It's been such an interesting year for Ben Shelton, who's going to move up in the rankings by getting to the quarterfinals of the U.S. Open after getting to the quarterfinals of Australia. And he hasn't had that many positive results in between. We're talking the first and last majors of the year. And then otherwise he's struggled. And then, look, it was his first full year on tour. But he's going to go into 2024 with a lot of points. Oh, that stays in. That is just some fine tennis. Sutjiadi with the hands. And the pass.
She's really holding her own at the net. She's really not intimidated by the pace coming at her. She does such a good job to keep the racket face really compact.
Bopanna cruising through his service game here. And Townsend and Shelton are on the brink of feeling the first real pressure they've felt in this match. That first set was very, very smooth. But after they change hands on the grandstand, Taylor Townsend is going to step to the line at 4-5 in the second. We're going to extend this second set. I almost want them to focus in at this point if you're a fan of the American duo, because they're up against it. Taylor Townsend serving at 4-5 in the second set. Ben Shelton has decided to take over the net here on this Taylor Townsend service game.
Seems like maybe this was a tactic that they talked about that they were going to use in this game, because Ben seems like as soon as Taylor's serve lands, he's making a move. He's looking to inject himself into the point and then do a little dance afterwards.
That's an impressive hold of love for Taylor Townsend. And it's 5-all. With Sutjiadi getting ready to serve. And Taylor Townsend now trying to get Ben Shelton to focus in. She's the conductor out here on this side. Getting the crowd going, trying to calm her partner down. And here we go, 5-all in the second.
Ben Shelton would be used to playing with rowdy crowds, having played in college, so he'd be feeling totally at home here with this New York crowd and having them really get behind them and get loud.
And you can see he's all about it.
He loves it.
Yeah.
He lives for these moments.
We see that actually with a lot of the players who have played in the college ranks coming into. Danielle Collins is a great example of that too. Just enjoys the interaction and the overall intensity of the crowd.
I think handling the pressure too of competing for a team really translates well to the pressure of playing on tour.
Back when World Team Tennis was going strong, you heard that from a lot of players. I'm sure you felt the same thing. That extra pressure of having to perform for others can steal you for when it's just you out on the court. Taylor Townsend has told Ben Shelton, can you stop hitting it right at Bopanna, though? Because Bopanna is not flinching. And Taylor, the minute she got her racket on the ball, who'd she go to? Sutjiadi. He's like, whatever, dude.
I mean, that just go for broke mentality is absolutely incredible.
30-14.
You just love to see it. Like, he's having such a good time out here.
2 break points now. Sutjiadi, that top spin lob, especially with the left-hander, Taylor Townsend being forced to run completely across the board on her backhand side.
That was such a smart play, as you mentioned, from Sutjiadi. Showed so much composure in such a critical moment to think about even utilizing the lob.
Here's another critical moment, a deciding point at 5-all. Sutjiadi serving to Townsend. Shelton serves for the match after they change ends on grandstand. Ben's limping. Wait, hold on a second.
6 games to 5. Second
now he's acting like he's not limping.
I'm not sure what's going on.
I think he was faking it. His team into the quarterfinals in the mixed doubles. To go along with his quarterfinal upcoming appearance in the men's singles. Taylor Townsend still alive in the women's doubles. Come on! It's been a very good couple weeks for these youngsters from the United States.
15
We too are certainly getting a lot of court time here in New York.
love. 30 love.
When it's working, it's working. Hang up the phone.
6-2, 7-5.
Shelton and Townsend into the quarterfinals in mixed doubles with a straight set win. And there is joy on grandstand.
Taylor and Ben, can you just describe the energy that you feed off of one another? Because it is incredible and electric.
Thank you. It's always super special to play in front of you guys. It's been a hot, long day, so thank you for sticking around. This has been some great tennis today. And honestly, we're just eating out here.
Well, you guys are eating well because, Ben, you're in your first ever quarterfinals of the U.S. Open. And Taylor, you're in the quarterfinals of the women's double. So I think all of us are trying to get some of your love and good vibes, Ben. I mean, how fun is it to be Ben Shelton right now?
I mean, it's not as fun as it is to be Taylor Townsend, but I'm trying to keep up.
But seriously, tell us your day. I mean, this must feel amazing to go out there with a win over Tommy Paul and then come here and electrify a crowd like this in New York.
Yeah, you definitely feel a little tired after a match like I played today on Ash, but as soon as I got off the court and saw Taylor and she was hyped up, ready to go, she got me going. We listened to some music and we were out here bumping a couple hours later, so.
Well, Taylor, one more question. You guys look like you're about to party. Is this just the start of a party on a Sunday night here?
Why would you ask me that on camera? My coach is right there.
Well, you guys have a lot of work to do still because we're going to see you in week 2. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up one more time for Taylor Townsend and Ben Shelton.
Well, that is the party team of the tournament, apparently. Townsend and Shelton, straight sets. Here's Dad, Ben. Brian, pardon me. Brian. Ben's dad, Brian. Looking on as they're going to get some balls into the crowd. The stats are going to pop up, but this was a pretty one-sided affair.